What's happening, fam? L.A.R movement still moving. Why single parenting hasn't worked. Um, let's just get into this. We've all grown up and look at how single parenting affects the whole society. Not well. I'm gonna preface that by saying this. You don't have to be married, but you have to be able to co-parent. And because of that experience right there where people have a problem with co-parenting, it created single parenting. And this is why it hasn't worked. Now, ladies, since y'all probably gonna take the brunt of this one because, you know, women have been pushing a single motherhood thing for this whole time. Now, at one point, women would say, if women ruled the world, it would be a different place. Well, if you look around right now, last 30, 40 years, women have ruled the world. What I mean by that, in America sense, women have been the rulers of the children. So the generations that are the generations and lifestyle and things that we're going on with right now in this era are the effects of how women rule the world or our world. You know, you can go back. Okay, racism ruled the world. It's still prevalent, absolutely. Classism ruled the world. It's still prevalent, absolutely. Men ruling the world. It's prevalent, absolutely. This 30, 40 years, this is women. And the generations that they've created are not prepared to deal with the world. Why do I say that? You know, there was a time where people remember, or even their family members remember, where honesty was not frowned upon in this establishment. Now it is. Everybody wants everything, and getting everything still leaves you unhappy. And that's part of the single parenting dynamic. See, we live in a society of overcompensating. So because I didn't get you what you really needed in your life, I'm going to give you everything you wanted in your life, which creates a sense of entitlement, which creates a sense of brats, which creates a society of people who would say whatever or do whatever to get what they want, when they want it, how they want it, and damn the rest. And then we try to hide behind misusing by any means necessary by Malcolm X. No, you know, I was watching something, and I'm gonna break this down in two different ways. You got males who are raised in single parent households who are not ready to be men because they feel like they don't know what being a man is. But ironically, they do. See, at a certain point, you even if you weren't raised by a father or have a father or had a male role model on a regular basis, you begin to acclimate yourself in the male society and how men work. And you know men have certain line draws drawn in the sand. And if you know those lines, you begin to know what lines not to cross. So at some point what happens is these guys do know how to be men. They just choose not to be because it's easier. They can lie and manipulate their way in and out of these situations. But what they do is they make sure that they don't burn the same. When they burn a bridge, they go burn another one somewhere far away. They don't stay in the same vicinity. Females have been taught to go against everything that makes sense. And I'm saying everything as in biology. When a woman gets, 35 and up, it's harder to have kids. But these women nowadays want to wait till they're 35 and up after their careers all together to look for a man and then want to have kids. You fighting yourself on that. When you fighting yourself, your own body, you fighting Father Time, and that's part of the issue on both sides. See, people do shit that if you use your brain, you would know this is not going to work out well. And the finger pointing is part of it, because see, we too busy pointing the fingers. You did this, or men are like this, or women are like this. But single parenting has created a situation where we point the finger at the people, but we never deal with the issue. So you can hate this person, you can meet another person, hate that person, you can meet another person, hate that person. It could be everybody else's fault, but you still never dealt with the issue. Which brings me into that. The reason why people are not dealing with the issue is because we have a certain segment of single mothers who are able to retain custody of their children by never dealing with the issues. You see, you taught these kids how to lie, but dad's a bad guy. You taught these kids how to steal, but dad's a bad guy. You taught these kids how to manipulate because dad's a bad guy. You taught these girls, not girls. You taught these kids how to effectively cover up every situation that they get themselves into because dad's a bad guy. And then you can't unteach it because you're the one who taught it. And then they grow up, and then you in silence watch them have to deal with a society that doesn't work that way. But now it's starting to work that way because there's so many people who are like that. And now we're trying to figure out why people look so stupid, why people are so dumb, why is the society so apathetic. That's a problem. And that's a big problem. Because now this society needs men. This society needs women. And they are few and far between because they weren't raised to be men or women. Because they were raised by single parents who wanted to be viewed upon as right. And before I go, this is the ultimate thing that I mean about single parenting. You could see a single mother with a child and be like, right on, you out here doing your thing. Yeah. You do it. You know, these men ain't handling their business. Blah, blah, blah. You could see a single mother with a teenager or still taking care of an adult, and you'd be like, you know you fucked up as a parent, right? And these could be two different people in the same day. 3 different people in the same day. We all knew how this was going to end. When we talk about guys living at home with their mama when they too old, we know where that comes from. Shouldn't have been with mom in the first place. When we talk about girls who try to use men through the entirety of their life, we know where that comes from. Shouldn't have been with mama learning those things in the first place. When we talk about people so concerned about just do you and forget about everybody else in the world, and then when they need people like, nah, you crossed me, now you're on your own, and they alienated themselves. We knew that when they were kids. They shouldn't have been with their mother in the first place. And these are the problems that culture has caused. Let me know if you see the same.